I always knew something was off, but I never imagined the truth would hit me like this. For years, I carried a secret, something I rarely told anyone. After a difficult accident in my early 20s, I was diagnosed as sterile. The doctors were blunt. I'd never be able to have children. It hit me hard, but I accepted it. Life moves on, right? Fast forward a few years, and I met her, Sarah. She was everything I ever wanted. Beautiful, kind, smart, supportive. When we got serious, I was honest with her. I told her I couldn't have children. It wasn't an easy conversation, but she told me it didn't matter, that we'd be enough for each other, that maybe one day we'd adopt. I believed her. I trusted her. We got married. We built a life together. We traveled, got a house, even started talking about getting a dog. Things felt good. Until one day, she came home glowing. Radiant. Different. She sat me down, held my hand, looked into my eyes, and said 4 words I never thought I'd hear from her. "I'm having a baby." I froze. My brain didn't even register it at first. I smiled, out of shock maybe, and asked, "Wait, what did you say?" She laughed, nodded, and said it again. "I'm pregnant. We're going to have a baby." My stomach turned. My mind raced. This couldn't be happening. I wanted to believe that maybe, somehow, the doctors had been wrong. Maybe there was a miracle. Maybe I wasn't really sterile. But deep down, I knew better. I tried to stay calm. I hugged her. I told her I was happy. But inside, I was falling apart. That night, I didn't sleep. I just kept replaying everything in my mind. The diagnosis, the conversations, her smile when she told me something wasn't right. I could feel it in my bones. Over the next few days, I started to observe more closely. She was overly affectionate, a little too happy, almost like she was forcing it. I booked an appointment with a fertility specialist privately. I needed to know if there was even a 1% chance. After the tests, the answer was crystal clear. "There's been no change. I'm sorry, you're still unable to father a child." There it was. The truth. Unshakable. Undeniable. My wife was pregnant. And it wasn't mine. I was furious. Broken. But I didn't confront her right away. I needed proof. Solid proof. I needed to know who the father was, and why she would lie to me. I started small, checking her phone when she was in the shower. Nothing obvious. No names I didn't recognize. But then I noticed an app I'd never seen before. A photo vault. Hidden behind a fake calculator. When I opened it, my world collapsed. Photos. Messages. Videos. She'd been having an affair. Not just a fling. A full-blown relationship. With a coworker. Someone she claimed she barely talked to. In one message, he called her baby mama. Another, a picture of them at a hotel. Timestamped just weeks before she told me she was pregnant. Couldn't breathe. I took screenshots, saved everything, backed it all up. I knew I needed to protect myself. That night, I told her we needed to talk. She acted nervous, like she already knew what was coming. I asked her if she loved me. She said yes. I asked if she was happy. She said of course. Then I asked, "Is the baby mine?" The silence was deafening. She didn't cry. She didn't deny it. She just lowered her head and whispered, "No." I didn't yell. I didn't throw anything. I just sat there, numb. I asked her how long. She said 6 months. I asked why. She said she felt lonely, that I'd been distant, that I was always working, that she didn't think I loved her anymore. That was her excuse. I reminded her of our conversations, of how I told her everything about my condition, about how she promised it didn't matter. She apologized, over and over. She said she didn't want to lose me, that the other guy wasn't serious, that he didn't want to raise the baby. I asked her if she was going to keep pretending it was mine. She didn't answer. I packed a bag, left the house. I stayed at a hotel for a few days while I contacted a lawyer. The hardest part wasn't the betrayal. It was realizing that everything we built was based on a lie, that she looked me in the eyes and said she loved me, all while carrying another man's child. Divorce was messy, emotional. She begged me to forgive her, said she made a mistake, that we could raise the baby together. I said no. I deserved better. Now, months later, I'm rebuilding. It still hurts. The memories, the trust, the way she smiled when she lied. It's all still fresh. But I've learned something. Truth has a way of revealing itself, no matter how deep someone tries to bury it. And sometimes, walking away is the only way to save yourself.